Gesture number 17. Well, now we are about to begin what I call our beyond propriety gesture. Is that the word? Propriety? Yeah, whatever. You're major mechanics anyway. Okay, this is the right here gesture. I wear a suit for this. Although this gesture has many connotations and other rude suggestive implications, it basically is saying, eat it, pal. I got a little from the cameraman here. Eat it, pal. Eat it. Get down dirty. The id of it all. Place hand, or hands, depends how creative you want to be, on or near the genital area. Now, you want to participate? This is really for the men. Men usually do this. You place your hand near or on your crotch, and when you're talking to someone that you're having an argument with and he said something you didn't like, usually go, yeah, right here. You don't say right here, but it's self-explanatory. Is that understood?
Do women ever do that?
Women do that, especially if they have some venereal disease. They usually do that, and they want to make believe that they're itching, but really that's what they're saying. Number 18, Italian salute gesture. Ah, this one you all know about. Italian salute, just by the very name. Italian salute, 25 minutes, that's a good number. Italian salute. Internationally recognized, this gesture is a commonly used one by everyone everywhere, and it means one thing, but it's an Italian gesture, even though it's used by a lot of people of different nationalities. I mean, you know, even the Aborigines use it.
The Aborigines?
Yeah, sure. I know one. We'll talk about it later after the show. I think there's one here tonight. He's in the audience over there. Okay, this one means one thing and one thing only. And here's the gesture first. Can you do all that with me in unison? Okay. Imagine you can't pay the bill and you're talking to the collector. There you go. That's it. Very good for emphasis. Very good. Not to be confused with the tight, stingy gesture. This one does not mean this is, you know, this is more expressive and more, shall we say, more of a communication.
More forceful.
Beneficial for communication. You know, the Americans just give you the finger, you know, but the Italians give you the whole arm. Have you ever thought of it that way? Not keeping you awake?
So not an affectionate gesture by any means. Not an
That's
affectionate
right, that's
gesture.
right. Did they do that in India? Did they do that? Oh, they give you the leg in India. That's right. They throw a cow at you. They throw a cow at you. Take that, you dumb idiot. Gesture 19. This big and wide gesture. Remember, we're getting a little risque here. Okay, we'll get to the clean ones, Ma, so stick around. You know, go turn the sauce. Come back. Let the kids watch this, please. This big and wide gesture. Italians are very expressive, aren't they?
Facciamo le mosse. Non c'è moneta, fa così, non c'è moneta. You just pick up on what you just pick up on it. Fa così. Giuseppe, fa uno di questi.
And this gesture is no exception. By making an O-shaped gesture like this, that's right, very good. O-shape, like this. You're like this one, Eunice. You are graphically demonstrating just how big, she sees it coming, just how big you're going to make the person's anatomy. A hole in the person's anatomy. A hole, very, very good.
Yes,
Is that what I said? Oh, you're demonstrating graphically just how big and wide a hole you're going to make in the person's anatomy. Who wrote this? In the person's anatomy you're communicating with. Now, the more angry you are, the bigger the hole.
Bigger the hole.
You know? La Madonna, again from across the street, this is very self-explanatory. That's right. You think Governor Cuomo would like this?
Of that?
You think Governor Cuomo will appreciate this? Gesture number 20. Well, I have to be very blunt about this because after, you know, the women will call it fluffing. I call it farting. This is the farting gesture. In Italian,
Fluffing.
especially fluffing, you know, fluffing. You ever heard of that? Fluffing?
No,
Huh?
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of fluffing?
No. Stephanie, you've heard
I've heard of that.
Ah, thank God. I thought we were going to just
Our
cancel the whole
sheltered
show.
life
just for
here.
that.
That sounds English.
Okay. This is called the farting gesture. You make a fist and swing outside as though you're striking an imaginary object.
I don't
That's
do
right.
this.
Huh?
I don't
That's
do
right.
this.
You don't have to do it
No.
very hard. You just go ba-da-boom.
For fluffing.
Just ba-da-boom.
You go better.
Well, you could go ba-da-boom, but it just contradicts everything I said. You know,
That would give more
speaking
impact,
Italian without
though.
saying a word here.
That gives it more impact.
That's
Bada boom, bada.
I'm enjoying this myself, as a matter of fact. How would you do it for fluffing, Ann? That's right, that's right.
Real feminine.
Real feminine? Real feminine? Very good. One for Ann.
I'd be concerned if you went like
One for Ann.
You leave the room.
This, my friends, is Italian hand gesture for passing air. That's right.
Are you,
Passing air. Go ahead, ask anything you want.
are you supposed to do this before you do this? To warm
Well, you're not,
Was
you're
that
not
a polite?
afterwards?
Stephanie, I hate to
I was gonna-
disappoint you, but
Or
you're
during.
not supposed to fart in public at all.
Oh.
But if you have to, and Italians are going, what's going on around here? You just go,
So you would
Oh,
do
come
that.
either.
You would do that
Okay.
after the fact.
Huh?
You would do that after the fact.
well, it's up to you. You know, it depends what part of Italy you come from and how much you care.
So if you're
All
from the
right,
north, you
that's-
would do it
we'll,
before,
uh,
right?
Let's have
That's
some
it, that's-
intercourse. Let's have an intelligent intercourse
Right.
here. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's have some intelligent intercourse. Gesture number 21 is having intercourse gesture. Gesture number 21. Make a fist, cock it back a little, and thrust forward with gusto.
I love those words.
Thrust forward with gusto. Make a fist and thrust forward. This usually means one of two things. You're either changing the gears on a Ferrari, or there's intercourse in the air. This literally means, it's really for the man, you know. The man
Oh,
is
for the
showing
man.
that there's been intercourse involved at one time or another, and I can't believe they're looking at me like I got two heads here.
What would the women do?
Well, the women don't do that in public, but for the sake of
They do
the
it in the
show and
restroom.
to show them, they do it in the restroom. What happened? What happened with the guy? You know, it's one of those things. Now we're getting to something a little bit less risque, and I'm glad of that because I'm very nervous and my underwear is all wet. Gesture number 22. Very simple. A favorite throughout Italy, common, very common. It's called the cornuto gesture. Those of you who are in the audience, tough. But that's the way it goes, you know. Cornuto is Italian for horns. Horns. Very uniquely Italian in that you take your hand and you simply make rabbit ears. Now, do you have any idea what this is all about? Of course not. That's why I'm here. This gesture means one thing. Your spouse is cheating on you. And therefore, Scarlet O'Hara, Scarlet Letter, you're the one with the corns. You're the cornuta or the cornuto. If your husband is cheating on you, Stephanie, like I think he is right now, just kidding. You're the cornuta. If your husband is cheating on you, if you're cheating on your husband, he's the cornuta. Is that clear? So whoever's being cheated on.
Okay.
When you see Italians walking around in Italy, you know, Piazza del Duomo in Milano or in Rome, and they're doing this a lot, that's what they're doing. Okay, gesture number 23.
Keeps rolling his eyes.
Of course.
Not in the
Get even. This is Sicilian vendetta gesture. Yeah, you guys are like this on the East Coast. Get even gesture. You make a fist, thumb straight up, and with your thumbnail, you snap the upper front teeth, pushing forward, and trying to say this at the same time, toward the person or persons or thing you wish to curse.
You're saying something?
No, I'm just kidding. Never mind. I'll do the comedy here. You just pull your dentures out. Okay? Okay.
my
the gesture,
fingernail off.
that's okay. Are they fake?
No, I don't
This
know.
gesture is very serious and ominous. When you do this to somebody who's from the other side, you know, beware.
I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll get you.
Be cautious, ready, and be careful. And especially if you're wearing dentures, you got to watch that. Just don't push, you know. You've got nothing to
That's
worry
a
about.
get even.
It's a vindictive gesture. It's a
Right.
get even gesture.
At the
The
end of the
Sicilian
show, we do this to
vendetta
him.
gesture. It derived from Sicily.
Should our
I've
eyebrow...
seen it a couple times.
You know, when The Godfather, when they were doing this all the time, they were really doing this. They're just picking, they weren't picking their teeth. And they believe me. Okay, gesture number 24. How much does it cost? Now, this may seem so simple. You've probably seen it a million times, and yet it's strictly something that you should learn. So I say so. How much does it cost? It's easy to do and remember when inquiring about the cost or price of anything. First you point, then rub your forefinger and thumb together. This means how much,
How much?
right?
How much does it
Are we
cost?
How
getting
much?
paid?
How much? Please, we're union here. Gesture number 25. Let's eat gesture. Remember that what's happening gesture? You just take your hands and cup your fingers together like this and go. That's what's eat. I see myself for the first time. I like this. I'm very hungry myself. Remember the what's happening gesture? That's what it is, just in reverse, towards your mouth. Okay? Now, you'd be surprised. You know, most people don't do that, but Italians do that a lot. Just kidding. Gesture number 26 is the short fuse gesture, getting angry gesture. When trying to explain to someone that you're angry, upset, or disturbed, this one is very appropriate. Take thumb, forefinger, and middle finger, like this, so, and twirl it going upward with your hand, like this, in a very deliberate motion, okay? Just like this. Very abruptly as follows. Got that? As though you're screwing on a light bulb.
What does that mean? Again?
I'm angry. Very southern Italian gesture. Most people north of Rome do not use this. Of course, most people north of Rome don't do much anyway. It's an inside joke for all of you who are from south of Rome. Best food in the world. Just imagine you're screwing on a light bulb, not throwing cards on the floor, just screwing on a light bulb. Okay. Gesture number 27. You see a beautiful girl, Ken, what do you do in Italian? This. You do this. She's a looker, in other words, or he's a looker for you gals.
Oh, women do that.
Yeah,
Also.
this derives from...
Can you go like this?
Huh?
Oh, no, I'm just
No, then
kidding.
you're Japanese. I believe this guy. Can I go like this? What else do you want to do? Take your clothes off again?
That's my second
Where
thought.
did you graduate? Which law school? Never mind. Okay, eyes of the beholder. There's beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, in other words. That's what it means. You know, very gently. Not too hard. Your contacts may
Pull
pop
on
out.
these, yeah.
Okay, this hand gesture
Make
gets a
wrinkles.
little help from the precious eye. You have to use your eye on this one. Pull the bottom of the lid, and very gingerly, and that's a looker, referring to that, okay? Gesture number 28. Hand in mouth gesture. All right. This one is where you take your fist and you bite it. Very atavistic. Gotcha, Eunice. Eunice is whatever, man. Making a fist and biting on it means that the person doing so is very upset and is withholding his or her anger. Because as you can see, she or he is bringing it to himself or herself and biting like that. I like to have a piece of your, you know what, a piece of your flesh. That's the attitude, okay? So that's the hand and mouth gesture. You ever do that, Ken?
No, I really don't.
How about you? Did you ever
Only
do
when
that?
I'm hungry.
You have a daughter, don't you?
Yes.
Have you ever in your life done anything like this?
No. I've
Nothing
done
like that?
this.
That's the next one. No, just kidding. That's not Italian. That's
Pulling out my hair.
they'll do Sassoon's gesture. Okay, gesture number 29. This is usually done by mothers, and not fathers, but Italian mothers. I call it the spanking gesture. You'll like this one, especially if you have little kids. Those little rug rats.
Rugrats.
Blah, 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 plus tax. Okay, open hand, straight out, and go up and down with it like this, with quick wrist action. Not too much to wrist, but more or less let the weight end at the very fingertips. But quick like this. Modemane. In other words, I'm going to spank you, okay? Keep thumb close to forefinger. This is Ma or Daz saying, I'm going to spank you if you don't behave. Okay? Just like this, okay? Not to be confused with let's go gesture. Or the go away gesture. This is a spanking gesture. Gesture number 30. And that's the end of our gestures. This is the goodbye gesture. Believe it or not, in Italian, they don't have a typical I'll see you later gesture like that, international goodbye gesture. The Italians, for some beautiful reason, wave towards themselves. And the way I figure it is because they want you to come back to them. In fact, the word arrivederci means we will see each other again. It literally actually means we will see each other again. So when doing it with your hand, ciao, in other words, it means come back to me. If you were to do it the other way, it's like saying go, you know? So that's how they interpret that action and that attitude. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. So it's waving, instead of outwardly, it's waving inwardly. Okay? All right. Well, now that we've finished our gestures, I'm going to have a little quiz.
Ooh.
Okay? Okay, quickly. What does this mean?
What's happening? Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going on?
You two, audience, participate. Although I can't hear you, I know you're there. Okay? Ready? What's going on? How about this?
I don't care.
I don't care.
No, speak up if you know it. You,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can do it
I
in
don't care.
true
I
unison.
don't give a, you know what.
I don't give a you know what. All right, how about this one?
Italian salute.
Which means up yours, right?
Up here,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. How about this one?
Nothing. Niente.
Nothing. Nothing's going
Just
on.
chip in. You guys know
Yeah.
it? Just chip in. That's okay.
Nothing's happening.
Okay, go ahead. Nothing?
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening.
going on.
Okay, how about this one?
Get out.
Get away.
Leave,
Go away.
That's right.
Your
Somebody's
spouse
messing
is
them
cheating
out.
on
Oh,
you.
cheating, yeah.
Or no, your friend's spouse. You were to go
Now,
like
with
this.
my wife, you don't. Oh, you're just telling me, oh.
No, I'm telling you, your spouse is cheating on you. So when I go like this,
My spouse is cheating on me.
I think so.
So when we're referring to the person you're doing this, it means he's being cheated on, right?
Exactly.
Okay, the person's being cheated on. Very good, very good, very good. How about this one now?
Big deal. Or it was a really big
yeah,
deal,
it
no?
was.
It was a big deal, right?
Yeah.
A big deal, a big deal. That's right. Okay, how about show me one on your own? Stephanie, give me one that you remember. You can't, huh? She's hungry.
Favorite.
Thank you. God bless you. Arrivederci. Ci vediamo.